We are 24 hours away from the biggest tournament that any sport has to offer. Yeah. The FIFA World Cup has arrived, and that childlike excitement that I always get every single time a FIFA World Cup comes around has infiltrated my body. I am excited as fuck, man. I'm so ready to see this whole thing play out. I've been waiting 4.5 years for this one. Yeah. And dude, I'm so ready for it, especially with what we've done on this channel with the speculation, with the questions we've been asking. I can't wait to get every single question answered right off the bat in this World Cup, with the group stage having so many good matchups. England, USA, Spain, Germany, Mexico, Poland, Argentina on their incredible run. There's so many storylines happening in this World Cup that I'm so ready, man. I'm so excited. And truly, the purpose of this video is to see if there's anyone else out there that relates to me in that sense of excitement, man, because nothing truly relates to what this tournament does for me, man. And it's coming through for us tomorrow, man. It's like Christmas, bro. Yeah. Christmas.
Dude, holy shit, yeah. There really is something special about something only happening once every 4 years. I know the Olympics is kind of similar, but, you know, it gets muddied because of the Winter Olympics and stuff like that. So there's nothing quite like a 4-year gap to really get you going, man. And dude, I'm so hyped for this year's World Cup, specifically because I do think this is the most talented World Cup I think we have ever seen. And I'm talking about just on a global scale. All of the South American, North American, African, European, Asian countries that are participating at this World Cup, I think this is the highest level of talent we've seen distributed across all 32 nations. And that really gets me excited. Because if you know anything about me, I really don't care about specific team narratives. I just love football. And if you play it at the highest level that you possibly can, and everyone's doing that, well, that's my dream, man. That's my literal fantasy. And I think for the first time, I'm going to see it play out right in front of my eyes. I think I was just as hyped for 2014, but I've been thinking about it these last couple days, man. I think I'm more hyped for this World Cup than I was in 2014. Damn. I think the fact that it was in Brazil definitely added to it. But there was a lot of teams that I knew just weren't going to perform. But dude, virtually every team are in pretty good form going into this World Cup. And at least there's one player on every team that has true ability on the ball. Yeah. And I don't think I've ever been able to say that in any other World Cup. So, bro, I am so ready for this World Cup. And it starts tomorrow, bro, with Qatar, Ecuador. Let's go.
Dude,
Holy shit,
man. What a matchup. And I do want to make a point to say, you know, we've made predictions. We've put our biases and our thoughts on display. And although I have a team like Brazil perhaps winning the tournament, I want to say that no matter who lifts up that trophy, for me, there's a beauty behind every single team. Yes. I can see it. If Argentina ends up winning, I'm going to be just as happy for Messi as I would have been for Brazil. Same goes for France. Same goes for Belgium. Same goes for Mexico when they do lift it this time around. The point I'm trying to make is that I'm going to talk a little shit if I get my predictions right. But at the same time, if I'm wrong, I will apologize and I will provide accountability. But at the end of the day, it's with the idea that this is all for this beautiful sport. Yeah. It's all to just build up excitement and momentum going into the biggest tournament possible. And it just helps get me excited as well, you know, rooting for a team that I predicted to win, seeing these games play out, having these initial biases going into a match and then having the match happen and coming out thinking something completely different. That's why I think the daily roundups we make will be truly interesting to watch because we've made 30, 40-minute videos on all these teams. Yeah. And within one game, everything we said in those videos might be wrong. Yes. Might be completely wrong. Yes. And I am open to being wrong, man. Completely open because in those roundups, we'll talk about what we saw. We'll talk about what happened and we'll analyze it from that point forward. So Qatar, Ecuador is how it starts. And that in itself is going to be a great match to see, play out, to analyze, and to talk about post-game. So I want to make sure that our viewers are there to catch us talking about it and talking to us with it, please, because I want to know y'all's thoughts on the games as well.
I share the exact same sentiment that you have. At the end of the day, I actually don't care what happens at this World Cup because I know whoever beats whoever is going to deserve it, right? It is very rare that there's any controversy really in football anymore, thanks to the technology and just with modern football the way it is nowadays, right? Usually the better team wins, the classier players usually end up coming out on top. And that's why I'm here, to see top level football. So if, France don't even get close to the final, it's because they didn't deserve it. And I'll be happy that happens. But that's what also gets me thinking, man, who's going to be like the true surprise that not a single person called, or that one person like in some random ass city was like, I fucking knew it all along. Like, who is going to be that team? Or conversely, who's going to be that team that just underwhelms?
Yeah,
there's got to be one, man.
There's
always one. Who's that going to be? I have no idea. I just cannot wait to see all of these narratives play out. And as you said, we're going to get so many answers after these first match day games. It's going to be so intriguing. I literally cannot wait.
And the same goes for not just teams, but players as well, man. A month from now, is Messi going to be lifting, is going to lifting that trophy at a fucking parade in Buenos Aires?
Wow.
Is it going to be Neymar back in Rio de Janeiro lifting that trophy? Ronaldo? Who's it going to be a month from now that is just drowning in glory?
Yeah.
I'm so curious to find out. I'm so curious to know, like, which player went off that tournament? Who ended up being the James Rodriguez of this tournament that just came out of nowhere and just had the tournament of his life?
True.
So many things that we can ponder about that truly get me excited. And man, the stadiums look awesome. The fields look awesome. It looks like the fans are going to be in attendance for these matches. So Qatar 2022 has arrived, and I am just filled with excitement, and I cannot wait to see what happens.